Hey, William. This is Mr. Chris, and this video is just to help you go over some of the ideas we talked about, some of the songs, and help you with your practice and just get warmed up and all that good stuff. So the first thing I wanted to start with was warming up. It will be with our C position, but going over the different, they're called intervals, but these are the like second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth that we talked about, C to G. And we're going to wind up doing that with both hands. So let's take a nice approach to these guys here. Let's start with just the right hand, and we'll grab our C position. I'd like to start just opening it up slowly. So we're going to start with the second, that's C and D. And then the third, the fourth, and then the fifth. One more time. Second, third, fourth, fifth. And when you do it, you want to keep all your fingers out. I'm pulling these back so that you can see which notes are involved. But your hand will look like that. Now, another thing that we can do is to do those one note at a time. So that looks like this. If I go for the second, that's C to D. And then the third, C to E. The fourth, C, F. And the fifth, C, G. So let's put all those together. I'll show you real quick and then we can do it together. It sounds like this. Okay, so let's try that together. I'm going to go a little slower. 1, 2, ready, go. C, D, C, E, C, F, C, G. Second, third, fourth, fifth, C. Good job. So let's see if we can move that over to the other hand. It's a little tougher here because we got to play with some fingers that aren't quite as strong as these guys. But we can still do it. If we start with that second, it's still going to be C and D. But this time we use our pinky and our ring finger. So it sounds like this. Second, third, fourth, fifth. Cool. Let's do that one more time. Second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, now I'm going to do my broken up ones. I'll say the letters for you this first time. It goes C, D, C, E, C, F, C, G. Second, third, fourth, fifth, C. All right, great. So let's try that one more time and then we'll move on to our songs here. Same exercise. We'll go about 1, 2, ready, go. C, D, C, E, C, F, C, G. Second, third, fourth, fifth, C. All right, great work. And of course, you can back that up as many times as you want. But I would recommend doing that at the first thing each time that you sit down to practice. And before you know it, you'll be banging these intervals out. It's going to be great. All right, so let's go ahead and move into rainforest mode. You went through this one really well this time. And I know you have your book right up there, so hopefully this will make sense to you. I think the hardest part about this song is finding where to put the hands in the beginning. So we are playing fifths, but it's not this. It's not the C position. Instead, we're going to move our left hand pinky up to F. So C, D, E, F. And then if we go 5 notes up from there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's the other note. It's going to be our C. So F and C are our left-hand notes. And then our right hand goes right next door on the D. And then 5 notes up from that, let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, there it is. That's going to be our A. So we're going to do that also with those same fingers. It's going to be the thumb on D, the pinky on A. And again, when you're playing, you'll have your fingers out, but I just want to make it as clear to see as possible. So just take a good look at those. It's going to be F, C, D, and A. And then when we get to where we're doing the solid fifths, it's going to be together in the left hand, together in the right hand. And remember, we're going to hold this guy down and just add those. So I'm going to go ahead and play the first line. I think you've got a handle on this. I'll move my fingers back out. It's going to go F, C, D, A, F, C, D, A, together, 2, 3, 4, D and A, 2, 3, 4. Not too bad. Can we try that again? That's going to be one more time. 1, 2, ready, go. F, C, D, A, F, C, D, A, fifth, 2, 3, 4, fifth, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Now if we go down to the second line, you want to keep your hands in that position. The first note I see there is from our face shortcut. Remember, right hand spaces are F-A-C-E from the bottom up. So I'm looking at an F there, and it says finger 3. So that checks out. We're going to be on that. And then as skipping over the E line, we're going to land on that D, the glue head, right? So we're going F, 2, D, 2, A, C, D. So that's a tricky part. Let's hit it one more time. I'm going to go F, 2, D, 2, A, C, D, 2. And then my favorite part is where we play it all together. It's both fifths, again, if we're looking at those guys, but all 4 notes happen at once. It's 4 beats long. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we've got an octave bracket, so my right hand is going to go up and play the D and the A up there. Cool, and we talked about how you can practice that stretch. When you're moving like that, you don't want to think of both notes. You want to concentrate on the thumb. I'm really just looking at this. D to D. And then if I keep the same hand shape, my pinky will just automatically go to the A. So a way you can practice that is really, you can pull your fingers back for this. Just have your thumb on the D, and then move it up until it gets to the high D, and then back. So let's do that together. I'm going to add a little bit of timing to it. We'll do 4 beats on each one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's try it with the A on top. But the same thing, I'm concentrating on this thumb. I'm going to watch where that goes to. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great stuff. So let's go ahead and put all that together. And it is totally okay if this is too fast in the beginning, but I think if you practice with it and you get used to it over the week, you'll just be sounding great and flowing right through it. So I'll count it in here. Again, I'm coming back to my opening position, F, C, D, A. Okay, so here we go. It's going to go 1, 2, ready, go. F, C, D, A. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, D, 2, A, C, D, 2. Together, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. And that's basically Rainforest. Again, it's a short song, but it's a good one, especially for getting used to playing those fifths. And eventually we wind up playing a lot of fifths. It's also a good one. Kind of hold it down and see if you can make up little songs in your right hand. Anyway, you'll figure it out. All that stuff is super fun. All right, and then I just wanted to give you a little bit of a head start on Lightly Row. And I love that we filled in the intervals for these guys. Let's go back through. I'm going to come up to the book. All right, get a focus here. All right, so I'm going to concentrate on the left hand first. So we'll come down here. You have those notes in there. I think that's C and G. And take a look at how those look. We've got 1 space in between those guys, and then 2 space notes on the outside. It's kind of like a double skip. And that is always going to be what fifths look like. So C and G, those are our fifths. We go into the next one, whenever they look like this, keep it in focus there, those are seconds. It means they're right together. Can you guess what those notes are? I would use Great Big Dragons Fly Around for the line note. And then, let's see here. Great Big Dragons Fly, so that's an F. And then I can say, oh, a step higher than F is G. If I need to, I could say all cows eat grass. But it's so close to F that it's easier for me to say, that's an F, that's one up, that's a G. So those are going to be seconds. If we come over here, there's nothing, so we're in the clear there. And then we have 3 different intervals here. Got a lot of pencil marks there also. But that first one is our 5th. And you see how the bottom note climbs up there? So that makes it 1 less. That's going to be a 4th. And that's D and G. And then finally we end on a 3rd. That's where we want to use all cows eat grass. And that is E and G. So let's take a look at that left-hand part on the piano. Get in focus again. Jeez. All right. So I'm going to start. It actually starts with a rest for the left hand, but then I have 2 fifths. And then a rest. And the second. And then that last part is 5th, 4th, 3rd. Okay. Looks pretty good. Now, we can do that one more time here. I'm sorry. So I'm going to count it and we'll go 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, 5th, 5th, 2, rest, 2nd, 2nd, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2. Great job. All right, let's go and talk about the right hand part too, just so we can get a start on it. All right, come back to the piece. So this first note up here is one of my favorites. I like to call this guy King G. You see how he sits on top of the treble clef? And I can recognize him every time. Every time I see that guy up there, I'm like, oh, that's King G. No problem. And then I can tell it goes down to another space note. So that's a skip. I could use face. If I start on that bottom space, it's F-A-C-E. And that gives me E and then E again. So G-E-E. Moving to the next one. Well, we got line notes in here. So here I want to use my trick. Ed's guitar broke down Friday. So that gives me an F, because Friday starts with F. And again, I'm skipping down. So a skip down from F is D. I can check it again with Ed's guitar broke down. Down starts with a D. So that's what that is. It's going to be F, D, D. And then notice that first D is staccato. So that's kind of an extra bonus, but if you can make that one short, that's going to be awesome. And then we come over here. Again, I'm looking at face for my space notes. F-A-C, steps up to D, steps up to E, F, and who's that guy over there? That's King G again. We have 3 of them in that last measure. So going back through it, G, E, E, F, D, D, C, D, E, F, G, G, G. All right, let's come back to the piano. Oh. All right, so the only thing that's weird about this is we have to be in treble C position. We're actually going to be kind of far up here. It's not middle C, that's this one. You want to go 1 octave up. And that's our position for this one. So let's start with that, find that King G, that's the top one. And I'll talk through the part for you. So we're going to go 1, 2, ready, go. G, E, E, F, D, D, C, D, E, F, G, G, G. Happy little melody. I like it. Let's try it one more time. All right, so find your King G. 1, 2, ready, go. G, E, E, F, D, D, C, D, E, F, G, G, G. Great. So even if you can get those 2 parts just separate, is going to be just fine for this week. That's a lot of work. But just in case you want to try to start doing them together, I'm going to show you how they do line up. Now, one thing that's weird here is that when you are playing for real, your hands are going to be really separated. You're going to be down here. Actually, I might could fit it in the frame. I'll just move it up. Sorry, give me 1 second here. All right, so your left hand will be lower, but I'm going to play it up here so you can easily see how all that fits together. So those first fifths, right, in the left hand, those go with your E's when you play them. So I'm going to show you just that first measure. It goes G, E, E. It's a good sound, right? That's how that one works. Okay, and then F, D, D. But with these D's, I'm going to play this second. So it sounds like this. Another good sound. And these notes are by themselves. C, D, E, F. And then each one of these G's has a different interval. We're going to start with the fifth, and then the fourth, and then the third. So that part can be extra tough. You might want to practice just that. The G up top, fifth, fourth, third. But it sounds great. So take a little time with it. I know you'll get it. It's going to be great. All right, so I'm just going to show you that line up to tempo. And again, don't worry if you can't get this week. We'll knock it out next time. So again, starting on my G. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, there we have it. So again, great work today. I hope this helps you in your practice, and feel free to reach out to me. I really appreciate you guys, and I will talk to you next time. Thanks, William.